It's Teri Seacrest here, and as promised, I'm excited to share with you today 3 things you can do to start feeling better right away. Wouldn't that be awesome? Number 1, you might be a little bit surprised. Number 1, take a walk. You guys, walking is so amazing. First of all, it's free. Second, when you power walk, that means fast walking, you are oxygenating your whole body, going into your brain, uptaking the oxygen, and you might wake up feeling like, oh man, Teri, it's such a humdrum day. I don't even want to get out of bed today. But if you'll put those tennis shoes on and start walking, because that oxygen hits your brain, all of a sudden you say, I feel better. I don't even know why. What's the best part about that? I have a client who lost 40 pounds, and he called me up after seeing a seminar about 8 months later, and he goes, Teri, I've lost 40 pounds. And I said, sir, I'm so proud of you. What did you do to change your diet? He said, nothing. I just took your advice and I worked my way up to 45 minutes a day, power walking, and 6 days a week. And he said, I have shed 40 pounds. So not only are you going to have more energy, it's a good weight management program. Listen, when you come home from walking, I want to encourage you, instead of just taking your shower and going straight to work, lay down, just lay on the carpet or on the couch or whatever, and put your feet up for about 10 minutes and either drink some water with fresh lemon in it, or you can actually take some fresh essential oil of lemon in your water. Why is that going to help you? Because if you'll do that for 10 minutes, you will get re-energized, and drink a big glass of water, about an 8 to 10 ounce glass of water, and you will have more energy than you did before you ever took the walk. All right, what's number 2? What can you do to start feeling better today? Ask yourself, what percentage of live foods do I eat every day? You know, as Americans, we tend to eat a lot of cooked foods. And you know what? I started learning about health because I had a real problem with sugar. I was eating so much sugar in my 20s. I had to take a nap every day. I was tired all the time. And just changing a little bit in my diet, it was amazing. I felt better in 30 days. When we eat fruits, they are the cleansers in the body, which is important. In fact, lemons are one of our greatest foods because they help keep your liver clean. And vegetables are the builders in the body. You might say, vegetables, what's the big deal? They are king. So I love to eat meat and fish and all kinds of protein and beans, but add more vegetables because vegetables have so many minerals, so many nutrients, and eat a more colorful diet. And you're going to notice in a very short period of time how much better you feel. What I've discovered is that sometimes in life, food is not enough. So let's just say you've been to the gym maybe for the first time in 5 years, and you worked out and you were so proud of yourself, and then all of a sudden you came home and you could barely walk because your knees are hurting. Well, in a time like that, 10 pounds of broccoli is not going to help you. You need something more. So 25 years ago, I discovered therapeutic grade essential oils. All right, you wake up in the morning and you think, gosh darn it, I stayed up too late. I really don't want to get out of bed. I'm tired. What can you do to energize your body? Grab your peppermint. Peppermint to the rescue. You know, we all love the smell of peppermint, and you've heard of like a mint julep and things like this. Peppermint is energizing. So what do? Just a drop in my water. Again, it's therapeutic grade, supplement grade for internal use. And stir it up, and before you know it, it's super energizing. Well, what else does that same peppermint do? This is what I love. It has so many multiple uses. I'll just take a sip first. Even just smelling it's fantastic. Also, peppermint is so good for your mental function, your memory function, your brain function. So when you're taking in that oil, you are also supporting your brain function. What else are you doing? You are supporting cooling the body down. I live in Florida. It's pretty hot in the summer. So when I feel really hot in Florida, I take my peppermint and I put it in my water, and it helps to just cool down my temperature. Again, a lovely thing to do with all essential oils taking time to breathe them, letting them get into your brain and oxygenating your brain is a great way to get to know how an essential oil affects your body. You might say, Teri, what are essential oils? So if you just go outside right now and you take a leaf off the tree and you tear that leaf, where the vein of the leaf is, there's going to be a little liquid that's going to drip out of the vein. That is the essential oil of the plant. It's the immune system of the plant. It's kind of like the lifeblood of the plant. And it's really what helps that plant to stay healthy when the plant is damaged. Well, that same oil is very powerful and effective for the human body. So it takes hundreds of pounds of plant material, sometimes thousands of pounds, to end up with one tiny little pound of an essential oil. So as a wellness coach, when I began implementing essential oils 25 years ago with my clients, I discovered the most beautiful thing that would happen with people. Prior to that, we used a lot of dried herbs, which are great and they work. It's just that they work a lot slower in the human body. One other one that I like to take in the morning is just pure lemon. Pure lemon. Did you know that lemon essential oil, the supplement grade oil, is supportive for the white blood cell count in your body? We have to have a healthy white blood cell count for our body's immune system. So keeping lemon oil in your body is so healthy for you. Another thing that lemon oil does when we take it in our water, it helps to keep our liver clean and strong. And having a healthy liver is absolutely critical for good health. It's just so critical. So you say, well, Teri, I've been hearing about the immune system, but why is that really important? It's super important. When you take things like clove, cinnamon, lemon, eucalyptus radiata, and rosemary, and you put these together synergistically, your immune system is like the army inside the body. It's like the general inside the body that just gives the orders and tells the body what to do. Thieves is a blend of oils that is very, very powerful, supporting the body's natural immunity. So in the morning, I take a drop or two. And also Young Living has a colored label Thieves that we rub on the body and we put in our diffuser, and rubbing that on the body, especially the bottoms of your feet, first thing in the morning, is a fantastic way to strengthen that immune system throughout the day. Today I'm speaking about therapeutic grade essential oils, supplement grade, food grade that can be put in your water. These oils are by Young Living Essential Oils, and this is a 25-year-old company, and we are the largest distiller of therapeutic essential oils in the world. So Young Living has two kinds of oils. We have white labeled oils right here that we take internally into the body, and we have colored labeled oils. Well, let's just say that last night, we had way too much food. We just overindulged, and we wake up in the morning and we feel like, oh, brother, my stomach doesn't feel so good. This is when you want to have your Digest blend of essential oils. This is what we do in our family. We put a few drops of this in our water. We rub it over our tummy. And this is a blend of essential oils, so powerful for your body's digestive system. And, something happens and you're like, you know what? I just don't feel supported emotionally like I need right now. You're going through something's going on in your life. Have you ever heard of an oil called frankincense? I feel like most of you have heard the name frankincense. This oil is considered to be an overall oil good for just about every system of the body. So for the lung area, for the overall strengthening of the body, very good for our emotions by putting it in your cold air diffuser and breathing it in emotionally. It's good for that. Very good for women's skincare. If you have a blemish or you say, my skin looks so dull, frankincense oil. You can put just a drop or two in your moisturizer, and I like to put it directly on my skin without I don't even have to dilute it. It's so gentle, very, very gentle for babies. And if I'm restless or I'm anxious, if I feel anxious, I take my frankincense and again, just breathe it. Very good for the nervous system of the human body. That is your frankincense essential oil. I love to power walk on the beach in the morning. My husband and I love to take a power walk. Every now and then when the weather's not nice enough, we'll go into the gym. Well, what we love to do, we like to take a blend of oils called Raven, R-A-V-E-N, Raven. And it is a colored label oil, which means we're going to use it and by rubbing it on the body and by putting it in a cold air diffuser. So before going to the gym, we like to put this oil on our chest and over our lungs and breathing it. This helps to oxygenate, to open up the lung area and strengthen us before a workout, either in the gym or on the ocean. You are going to love how this makes you feel strong and energizing. And if you wake up in the morning and say, wow, I just don't feel that great this morning. I feel like something's kind of trying to come on this morning. Again, rubbing that on your chest is very, very soothing. Putting that into your diffuser, when you're breathing in that essential oil, deeply, you breathe deeply, it gets right into your lungs. That's Raven. Well, you get done with your workout, or maybe you climbed a mountain and you guys haven't been climbing a mountain in a couple years and you're like, Teri, I didn't even think I could get down the mountain because my knees were really feeling it. So this is your oil called Panaway. Panaway. This is another synergistic blend of essential oils that is very powerful when you have discomfort. Maybe you have discomfort in your neck, your shoulders, you've been on the computer too long. Maybe it's on your knees or your ankles or your hips. Panaway is such a beautiful thing that you can use anytime. You're going to love that. And if you have young children and they fall down and they get a scrape, Panaway. You want to grab your Panaway. Well, finally, let's say it's time to go to bed. You say, oh, Teri, I have so much I'm thinking about that I don't really know if I can sleep right now. There's just so much going on in my brain. I think everybody kind of feels that way sometimes. All right. One is a blend actually called Peace and Calming. Raising 3 very active children on a ranch who really never wanted to go to bed. They loved to stay up. We would take this Peace and Calming, put a few drops down their spine, a few drops on the bottoms of their feet, and a few drops in the cold air diffuser. This has an exquisite smell, and it's very good to help you sleep. And if you're on a car trip, and your children are really, really active in the car, I used to put it in the water with about 5 drops in a bottle of spritzer water, and I would spray it in the back seat of the car like this, and before you know it, all 3 children were sound asleep in the back of the car. That's your Peace and Calming. And finally, a very famous oil you all have heard of, lavender. Have you ever driven down a highway in the country and you look across and you see a field of lavender? That is an exquisite plant that takes hundreds of pounds of plant to create this essential oil of lavender. It is calming for the nervous system. If you feel pressure during the day somewhere in your head, pressure, lavender. Let's say you're jogging down the road and all of a sudden you feel like, oh man, my calves hurt, or maybe I pulled a muscle. Lavender. You go to bed at night and you say, man, Teri, I've got this thing called restless leg syndrome. My legs are so restless. Lavender oil. By taking this lavender oil and putting 3 drops on the bottoms of each of your feet at night, and then don't wash your hands. Take the leftover hand and breathe the lavender. Take a drop or 2 and put it right over your pillow, and put it in a cold air diffuser 30 minutes before bedtime. Just put it in your bedroom on the nightstand and let it get into the air. So this is just some of our fun oils from morning till night. Remember that smell produces thought. So when you smell something fantastic, like one of these essential oils, it produces a feeling, it produces a thought or a memory in your life. And you know, this is why when God created Adam and Eve, He put them in a fragrant garden. We were meant to live and breathe and live among fragrance. We weren't ever designed to live in like a sterile home. We were meant to live among fragrance because fragrance brings joy to the heart. So if you live in a city and you can't have a bunch of trees in your home, bring that fragrance into your home with a diffuser and add that joy into your home. I want to thank you guys so much for taking your time, and give us a call or send us an email. We'd love to help you. It's Teri Seacrest. Thank you so much, and God bless you.